You're applying to an executive MBA program. The admissions officers are going to be very interested in your career progress because their program and your career are going to exist symbiotically and contemporaneously. And the goal of the program is to rapidly accelerate your career. They're going to want to know that you have a very clear vision for your career going forth. And you're going to have to spell that out in your essays, which virtually every EMBA program asks for a career goal essay, and in your interviews as well. Let's discuss how to do that. The first thing you're going to want to do is discuss specifics on the roles that you're expecting to have, not just your next promotion, but even 1 to 2 promotions down the line. They're going to want to see that you have a path, that you understand the promotions and possibly even expected timing. And they're going to want to understand that you clearly have identified how their program is going to facilitate that growth. So they're going to want to see the responsibilities that expand. They're going to want to know that you paid particular attention to, say, people management or budgetary responsibilities in their program so that you can grow into those roles. In addition, they're going to want to know that you've really done your homework. They're going to want to know that you have talked to people in your program, you've talked to senior leaders, you've gained support for your career path. And they'll find that often in your firm's letter of recommendation for you, where your firm is not just talking about how they support you entering the program, but they see a path for leadership for you going forward. Still, you can incorporate your conversations with firm leadership in your essays, in your interview, to show the school that you have really, again, done your homework and know where this EMBA is leading you. Again, the program is very, very focused on your path going forward, and you want to show that you are too. And while we've talked about the number 1 or number 2 promotion that you're going to have, most schools will actually also ask you about long-term career goals. And you should be prepared to name a role that you hope to attain in 10, 20 years, including the desired impact you plan to have or the changes that you hope to make in that role. You don't need to be shy about being ambitious. You shouldn't be afraid to say you plan to have a C-suite role, or you plan to launch that exciting company based on the experience that you'll have in your next couple of promotions. Bottom line is, again, it's all about the path. They want to see that you're ambitious and that you have a plan to get there. Now, as we've said, this is a symbiotic relationship. You're going to be in school while at your firm. All things being equal, it's stronger and easier to write about staying at your current employer. Doesn't mean you have to, but you're going to be in school with this employer. And so you probably want to be writing about how you see your future there as you're both making a mutual investment in your education. Again, it's not mandatory, but if all things are equal and you're considering staying there, you probably want to write about that as the path, and we've used this word over and over again, the path becomes much more direct and clear. Okay, those are a few tips for how to write about your career essays, and they're also applicable to how to interview. Of course, this is just a little piece of the puzzle. If you are trying to put this all into the big picture, please check out our video on how to get into EMBA programs.